I'm Emily Darchuk, and I'm the founder and CEO of Wheyward Spirit. I've been working on Wheyward Spirit a little over a year.
How many employees do you have?
Full-time? Me. At Wheyward Spirit, we make a specialty spirit made from whey, excess whey from the dairy industry. It's, can be used just like a vodka, but it has such a nice flavor that's really unlike anything in the market. I'm at OSU today. It's my alma mater. I got my master's of food science here. Within this vat, the whey is the yellow liquid. I like to call it liquid gold. The cheesemaker, basically through the process of making cheese, they're left over with this whey. And just due to the physics of it, for every 10 pounds of milk they bring in, only 1 pound of that creates cheese and 9 pounds left is whey. So it becomes this big bottleneck for them. It tastes just like milk.
That is actually really good. I would actually drink that.
I know you would. I would too. It's great. Like, it shouldn't go down the drain. Whey going down the drain is not a great thing. It can create algae blooms, it has high BOD, and it can be, a big burden for local communities. And I'm utilizing that nutrition within that whey to actually ferment and distill in my spirit. I just want to make sure it tastes as good as the last batch, so I think it's pretty good.
Still super smooth. That's really good.
Yeah. I've spent the past year gathering all the data, getting the feedback, perfecting the bottle, perfecting the formula, and I have my licensing and I'm on the cusp of bringing it to market, which is really exciting.
I picked this up from Steve. This was your display board thing.
Sweet. I have a lot of help and a lot of mentors. I have my husband James, who's been an amazing support.
I think that'll stand up for a moment.
That's pretty cool. Basically, every bit of feedback I've had is like a little chess piece on my board, and now everything's in place and it's time to make my first move, which is pretty exciting.
Would you be able to reverse that system and pump the whey from here back to that truck?
I'm not sure. We've never needed to do.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm not moving forward, I'm not doing it justice. So I think analysis paralysis is stalling. Just being a blind risk taker is just running into the wind. I'm somewhere in between. Here's the truck and the tanker that OSU is getting their milk in from the local farm.
Yeah.
Transportation is definitely something to think about.
This is at least flexible to begin with,
I think
If something like this could work for us, what do we need to figure out?
I'd be afraid to put money into something like this until we figure out all the pieces. Obviously, when I make a decision, I want the data and I want to make the best decision, the best bet possible.
Why can't we just lock something like this down? That would just put us on the path. Then we're making progress.
So if we lock things down in the wrong order,
Yeah.
it's going to be that much more work to undo it, right? So if we buy this and we really find out our distillery has a tank 4 times that big, now we're going to be driving across the state 4 times.
Hopefully not.
Well, It might depend on our whey supplier. From day one, entrepreneurship is an instinct, right? Do you keep going? Do you not? Who do you need? What are the questions to ask? And the further along you get, the bigger those questions become.
So what's the next piece? Where should we be headed?
I think we should ask Gary.
Okay.
I'm really excited. Gary HIRSHBERG is going to be my mentor. It's a person I've looked up to in the natural food industry and totally gets the why behind my company. I met Gary at a conference. I just went up at the end of it and introduced myself and started a conversation and went from there. Gary tried to create a fundamentally different type of company in his day, and what he went through is what I'm going to go through right now. So I'm hoping to talk to Gary, kind of lay out exactly where I'm at, where I want to go, and see where my first move should be.
Yeah, entrepreneurs, it's very simple. It's all about determination. I think it's actually the most important attribute that people don't really focus on. They talk about your smarts or your degree or your know-how, but your guts, that ability when it's dark, when it's cold, when things aren't working out, when the cash is tight, when your heart is in your throat, that's what it is.